4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
No. And I said, well, I've done
out if I'm driving through the desert. I'm like, Obi-Wan?
That guy?
This is Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's going on? I would have freaked out.
I was making this Miles Davis film in Cincinnati, and I had to be in New York for something. And I thought, I'll go to New York and I'll drive to Cincinnati, make the movie with Don, and then I'll drive back to LA. But I thought, you've got to cross America in an old British two-seater sports car. Because I'm an actor, you know, I think these things through. I thought, what am I going to wear? I've got to look.
Who's going to make it, who's going to be the backups, right? And now who's going to be maybe the backup on the 53, but also who's going to maybe get put onto the practice squad as well. So, but Dee Williams is making his case for past few practices. He's been out there. He's been doing a really good job, right? So he's somebody you certainly don't want to be sleeping on either, right? Because these guys are out there. I love the consistent video, Jeff. Me too, brother. Me too. Then I try to get excited, but I try not to get too, because the past 2 seasons I was like, oh yeah, we should be pretty good. Yeah, I think we might be good this year. Oh my God. But the one nice thing out of it was that you figure, you know, we had the 6-win season 2 years ago, and we got Malik Neighbors. And last year, we had a 3-win season. Out of that, we wound up with Abdul Carter. So, Giants cornerback Dee Williams has been making a strong case to steal a roster spot. Now, also, let's not forget Dee Williams. Okay, I got him here. Yeah, yes, I do. Let me share my screen here. Let's not forget about Dee Williams. He, going to be huge. Share screen. Special teams. Let me find it here. Oh, there we go. Special teams. He's a special teamer. Now, not only is he a special teamer, but if you look last season, okay, now you got, there he is. There. Dude's got a freaking $1 million smile. Love it right there. Handsome dude. 2024, okay, with Seattle. 5'11", 194 pounds. Not bad. Right? But we go over here, we look at special teams. Okay. Now, you grade out at an 80 on special teams. That's really good. It was only in 133. So, I mean, some of the upper echelon guys who can big time contributors on special teams over the course of a season will get 250 to 300 special teams snaps. But, I mean, it looks like he missed a few games maybe toward the end of the season. I'm not exactly sure what happened to if he got injured at all or anything. That I don't know. Okay. But he contributed. He wasn't on the field goal units. Okay. He didn't get any snaps there. Field goal kicks or field goal blocks, right? But he was a contributor. I said, but you grade out at an 80 for the whole season. That's really, really good. What do we got here? Weekly grades. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. So 2024. So he split some time with Seattle and with the Giants. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if he's got. Whoop, there we go. Let's see special teams. Let's see if did he play. All right, we got him on defense here. Let's see. He got drafted last year. He was undrafted free agent by the Seahawks, right? Last season. So he's just a baby, right? Just a baby. He hardly played at all. He played in 4 snaps on defense. He was the right cornerback. 4 snaps. That's all it was. So, right. So he really didn't get much playing time. But one thing I said, if he does wind up being on the 53 or even on the practice squad, whatever, when he does, right, look for special teams, right? Now, because we are going to need somebody, in there. I'm not sure of what he did can replace what Bryce Ford Wheaton did, but we're going to always need those guys on special teams without question. All right, here we go. So, Giants have several overlooked players stand out and turn heads during training camp. Second-year cornerback Dee Williams is the latest. Dee Williams has been on fire at Giants training camp. Williams was constantly on the ball during Friday's practice, breaking up 2 passes and intercepting another 2 during team drills, as relayed by John Schmeelk in the practice report. Dee Williams had 2 pass breakups, John Schmeelk said, had 2 pass breakups deep down the right sideline on passes intended for Felton and Dalen Cambre, forcing a potential game-tying field goal from Graham Gano from 43 yards away. There were a number of other excellent defensive plays throughout practice. In addition to the 2 pass deflections, Dee Williams also had 2 interceptions on downfield pass attempts from Tommy Chicken Cutlet Parmesan. He jumped a back shoulder attempt to Felton for his first and beat Cambre to the ball on the right sideline for the other. Williams had had several practices like this, demonstrating his nose for the football and getting his hands on a number of passes. His strong play this summer could earn him a roster spot by the end of camp. Williams can contribute on special teams. In addition to his strong play and coverage this summer, Williams has a key trait that could help him earn a roster spot: special teams versatility. Williams returned 15 punts for 111 yards and 9 kickoffs for 254 yards in 12 games for the Seattle Seahawks last year. Giants have a crowded secondary. 25-year-old Williams will compete with other cornerbacks on the roster like Trey Hawkins, Nick Jones, Art Green, and Corey Black. Williams' special teams ability gives him an edge over some of his competitors, but it's his strong ball skills and coverage ability that have been demonstrated at training camp that could earn him a roster spot. I got that. Yeah, so don't forget about it. I mean, that's going to be one of those, certainly without question, that's going to be one of those, things that's up for grabs. I said, you got the 4, right? You pretty much kind of pencil in, probably, Banks, Flott, Phillips, and Debo, right? Who's gonna back them up, right? Who's gonna back them up, and how many are gonna back them up?